Hello, Knollwood families. Good afternoon. I am your principal, Cecilia Salazar, and I want to take an opportunity to welcome you to our virtual kinder orientation. I hope that you and your families are staying safe and healthy. We are thrilled and excited to welcome our students for a full in-person instruction return on Monday, August 16. The purpose of this orientation is to share information about the many ways we are preparing our school for a safe return. I'm excited to welcome back our students, our families, and our staff to our campus and classrooms as in-person instruction begins. It's going to take a collaborative effort from all of us to keep students and staff and families safe, but by working together, we can make this year a great year. Throughout the presentation, if you can please mute yourselves to eliminate any background noise and be respectful to all families. Our TSP coordinator, Ms. Valle, will monitor the chat box. If you have any questions or concerns, please type your questions in the chat box. We will respond to your questions in the chat box to the best of our ability. For those questions that we do not have an immediate answer to, we will put together a Q&A and email that to you. I will go ahead and turn it over to Ms. Hoffman, one of our kinder teachers, who is going to present for us. Soon after, I will share some important information on a safe return to school. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop my share, Ms. Hoffman, so you can share your screen.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ms. Hoffman. I am one of the kindergarten teachers. Hello. My partner is on. I believe I heard her, Sally, but it had kicked me off. So let me share my screen. I'm going to go over what we have for kindergarten. And let's see if it'll do it. Please tell me if you see it, Ms. Salazar.
Yes, we see your slides.
Wow, I remembered what to do. Let me get up to the very front. I want to welcome you to the 2021-22 school year. We are excited. Kindergarten is made up of a lot of different teachers. Myself, Ms. Hoffman, and Ms. Tamanian teach one class. Mr. Cavedo teaches another. Ms. Sosa is another, and Mr. Young is a kindergarten teacher with us too. We all collaborate. We're going to be going over a bunch of things here: meeting your teachers, goals, attendance, platforms, tentative kindergarten schedule, curriculum, assessments, tentative grading overview, how to log in, and student materials, and how to stay in touch with us. These are your teachers at the very top of the page, and underneath are our families. And mine is exploding, which some of my colleagues do not know, but I am expecting my 5th grandchild this next year. So it's an exciting time. We all have families just like you, so we know what it's like to be a parent. Okay, it has frozen on me. There we go. To give the goals for kindergarten is to give your child the academic and social skills they need to progress to 1st grade, to provide a supportive and fun classroom environment, and to help your child make new friends and discover new interests. Our target goals, I'm not going to read everything to you here, is that they have their own personal strengths and we capitalize on them. The importance of responsibility, strategies for problem solving and creative thinking, and listening, and how to be a leader. We are very, very positive in our classrooms. We want to make sure that we approach things in a positive manner. We want to let you know it is okay for students to struggle and make mistakes. Please don't give your children answers. Have them give you the answer and then show them how they can get the right answer if they're not getting the right answer. As their teacher, we will work with your child to understand and get it right. We need your help to guide them after they have tried it themselves. Please do not do their work for them. Attendance. Attending school every day is very important, and on time is of the utmost importance in your child's education. New skills are learned daily, and your child can fall behind very quickly if they have poor attendance. Please make sure your child is in line by 7:45 a.m. This should be approximate time for our warning bell. I don't know the exact time, but I'm pretty sure it's right around that. We will be going to our classrooms by 7:50 a.m. to start our day. Although Novawood encourages excellent attendance, we do understand if illness, especially in today's environment, or personal emergencies arise, it is imperative that you send a note excusing your child's absence on the next school day. You could text your teacher or email your teacher. That is fine too. Makeup work and homework will have a 1-day date extension. Please make doctor appointments on Tuesday afternoon so they don't miss class time. We do set up this for you. We do give you some suggestions on how to set your child up for success. I did this with my kids. I had 4 kids, and my kids are doing it with my grandkids. Give them a list of things that they need to do to get done. For us, we need attendance. We need to view their daily schedule, set school day, night routines. Bedtime should be about 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. Please do not let them stay up till 9, 10 o'clock at night. Otherwise, they're yawning or falling asleep in class. Choose a good place for them to learn, minimize the distractions. Encourage your child to push him or herself to complete work independently. Encourage, and this is a big thing that I am for, encourage physical activity and exercise. Get them away from the computers and away from TV and get them outside. And please stay connected with your teacher. Please remember to have them at school at 7:45. Classroom rules, all the teachers have pretty much standard classroom rules. You'll be talking to your teacher individually if they have anything different. Pretty much it's to listen and follow directions, raise their hands to share ideas, to use their soft voice, to walk in school to be safe, and to use hands and helping hands their hands to help, not hurt others, and use kind words. Again, teachers have their own set of rules, but these are pretty standard. We like to use, instead of enforcing our rules with always yelling and screaming at kids, we like to use positive narration in the classroom to look and reinforce our instruction and procedures in a constructive way, drawing attention to a desired behavior instead of misbehavior. Unfortunately, when we do have to do consequences to actions, most teachers give a verbal warning. The second time, teachers have different ways of dealing with it. And the third time, we do send a note home or text you or call you. Severe causes, any sort of physical harm or bullying or directed at other students, will send the student directly to the principal office and a call home. We really don't have that in kindergarten because we're able to control it better in class with positive reinforcement. Homework will be given in a packet on a Monday, sometimes Friday, and it's due back on a Friday. So your teacher will either send it home on a Friday and it's due back the Friday, or they'll send it home on Monday and due back on a Friday. Please do not do the entire packet in one night. Those papers are to reinforce what's going on in our classroom daily. And please do not send back the packet sooner than Friday. We like to keep everything together. It will get lost in kindergarten classrooms because sometimes they turn into a tornado when we do art projects. So only send them back on Friday morning. A sample schedule of what a day looks like in kindergarten. Again, this may vary from classroom to classroom or even day to day, depending on what activities we have. We do have computer labs, music, and library that will interfere with this schedule, but we do have our morning business that comes up in the morning, usually lasts about 20 minutes attendance, morning work. Then we go into, I don't think we're going to be having carpet activities, but we do morning songs and things to help them remember different things such as the months of the year, days of the week. We do go into language instruction. I do not know when our recess times are. We have not been given them, but this is just a general idea. We'll be going out for recess. This is when they get to have a snack. Please make sure to pack a healthy snack for 20 minutes. And then we have language arts continuing. We go into math. We go into lunch. Again, I don't know what our lunch schedules are like. We're going to be assigned those, I believe, on Friday. After lunch, we go into science, social studies, art, or health. We don't do them all at the same time. We rotate between those subjects. And then we do have some small groups. We're going to have to see what those look like with the COVID instructions or restrictions for us. And then we will be having cleanup time and going home and having morning business. Tuesdays are our early outs. The curriculum has language arts, math, science, social studies, health, physical education, music, and art. We cover them all. We do have rainbow words, which is 100 words that kindergartners need to know. Your teachers will have different ways of doing this. In my classroom or our classroom, we do these with different colors, and the kids get to work towards climbing up like a mountain we have after they master them. They do, once they master one, they master the next one. They have to be able to master both of them. So don't ever forget to practice the ones they've learned before. Academic books, these are just samples of what they look like. You can see that our reading book, it goes 1, 2, and then there's going to be another book 3, 4, and so on. The purple book is our language arts book, and the bottom book is our social studies book. We do have math books too. Kindergarten does have assessments. One is for DIBELS, and that is basically focused on language arts and letter recognition, letter sounds, and reading. We have writing assessments. Don't worry, there are not tons of them. We'll be working with them. They're not going to have it right off, but we will be working on capitalization, punctuation, making sure our sentences have 5 to 7 words, and spacing between words. We do have benchmark assessments, rainbow words, which I just mentioned, and we have an LAUSD checklist for math on what they need to know. Your teachers will provide you with what they need to know. The grading system. For those of you that don't know grading system, we have a 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 means that they're above grade level. 3, for those of you that went to school not too long ago, or when I went to school, usually means 70% to 100%. A 2 is what we knew as a D, but it's now just below grade level. So it's kind of your 60 to 69%. And a 1 means they're far below grade level. Warning notice will be sent to you, and we will be talking to you to get your child to achieve grade level standards. This is kind of the same rubric we were just talking about for is advanced. There will be opportunities for that, but before we can give them opportunities for that, they do need to master the kindergarten skills first. We do not go ahead and go backwards. Log into Schoology. This will be probably shown to you in other ways, but one way is going to LAUSD. There's a QR code. Your children will be given this, and I'm sure Ms. Valle or Ms. Salazar will be talking about this a little bit more on how to log in. Platforms that we use is Clever. Zoom, we might not use that, but we might use it for video conferencing. So if you want to have a conference with your teacher, we can actually do it over Zoom. It's something that I like to implement. So if you need to talk to us or you even want to see us, we'll be happy to do Zoom. And we also use Seesaw. Some of us do. As I said, how to contact us. If you would like, you have that contact within your Schoology. It is a little button there. I know myself and Ms. Tumanian will be using an app for our classroom. You might want to check with your classroom classroom teacher as to how they want to communicate best with you. For those of you that would like our emails, here they are. I'll leave this up here for you if you would like to copy down your teachers, or you want to take a picture of this because you don't know who your teacher is yet. We believe that when the student, parent, and teachers work closely as a team, our students will reach their full potential. We look forward to a productive and educational school year. We will do our best to keep you informed of both success and concerns. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us. We do our best to get back to you in a timely manner. Now, classroom wishes. If you want to take a picture of this, please do. These supplies help enrich our classroom instruction and programs. Many of these items are consumable and must be replaced throughout the year. Any donations you can contribute is greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance for your generosity. Students, if you can get your students to bring twistable crayons. I didn't even know what those were until my partner told me. Those make it so the crayons do not break. So kids loved those last year, and I actually now have them for my grandchildren. We're going to be supplying blunt scissors, but if you want to send some blunt scissors in with your children, go right ahead. Small hand sanitizers. In my classroom, we're going to have a box for the kids. Each child has their own box. So if you want to send in a little one, you can, but we will have hand sanitizer in the back of our classroom. S-hooks, those are hooks that hook onto the outside. You don't know what they are, you'll see them. I'll show you in room 10 to hook your backpack to the fence that is outside our windows. And also another thing we're going to be concentrating on in kindergarten is pencil grips. So if you'd like to get your child a pencil grip for their pencils, you're welcome to. We do have pencils, crayons, glue sticks already in the classroom, but they can always be replenished. These are items that if you would like to send them in for our classrooms, I'm sure your teachers would appreciate anything. And finally, we are excited to start the new year with your children. As we navigate through this new math year, we kindly ask that you be patient with us. We will be doing our best to provide a safe, fun, and academically challenging curriculum. We will create the best learning environment possible for each of your children so they reach their full potential. There will be a ton of exciting learning opportunities. If we can be kind and work together, we will take on this minor masked hurdle like the Knollwood Night champions we are.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Hoffman, for presenting. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so we are excited to see our students back on campus for our early education and elementary schools. Students will be on campus 5 days a week for a full day of in-person instruction. Just a couple of a day on campus highlights. Our schools are gearing up to provide students and supports to all of our students, including additional staff, tutoring, intervention, small group instruction, and more technology support. Student wellness and support is also available for our students and families through our hotline at 213-241-3840. The district is paying for PSW support at all schools. So we will have additional mental health resources available to our students and our families at Knollwood. School bus transportation will be available for those who qualify. All students will use the playground equipment and play together during recess and lunchtime. All students will be able to get a free meal at no charge during their lunch break. Every student is entitled to a breakfast, lunch, and a supper meal. Meal applications will be distributed to determine student eligibility for additional funding and EBT cards. So please turn in your meal applications. Currently, meal applications are available online. At the end of the school day, students will be given a grab and go bag, which includes breakfast for the following day and a supper meal to take home. An optional morning snack at recess will also be available at no charge for students. The breakfast in the classroom will resume once eating indoors is permitted. If you choose to send your child with their own snack or lunch, you are more than welcome to do so. Just keep it healthy for our kids. The following are our child care options here at Knollwood. We will be offering LAUSD Youth Services. It is an after-school program at no cost to the family. It will be offered to students in grades K through 5th. We also have the YMCA Child Care Service. It is a before and after school child care program. They open their doors to students at 6:30 to 8 for AM care and 2:30 to 6:30 for PM care. They take students in grades TK through 5th. It is not a free program. There is a charge, but scholarships are available to our families that qualify. The KYDS program will also be available. It is an after-school program and it is free of charge. So these programs will be available at Knollwood to offer supports to our working families. We are committed to the safety of our school communities as we welcome everyone back to school. The air filtration systems have been upgraded. Regular cleaning protocols and frequent sanitizing throughout the day. We do have additional custodians being hired through maintenance and operations. So we will have additional staff. Face masks will be required for all students, staff, and visitors while on campus. and weekly COVID tests are required. The testing unit will be testing students and staff at the school site on a weekly basis. You do not need to schedule appointments. The testing unit will be on site. It is a free program for all students and staff. So students don't have to go outside to another school site to test. They will test at Knollwood weekly. So keeping our students safe is a priority for all of us. Here are the different ways we are making sure our students are safe. Our LAUSD team of health experts are constantly reviewing the guidelines from our health officials and deciding on the best recommendations for our schools regarding physical distancing and daily health screening. Wearing a face mask while on campus is a requirement unless they are eating or drinking. Weekly COVID testing and daily health checks will be required for all students, staff, and visitors before coming on campus, either verbally or through the Daily Pass. So before arriving to school, please complete your student's Daily Pass health check. Our families need to make sure their child is feeling well before they leave their home. Families can use the Daily Pass to answer health screening questions, which can be accessed at dailypass.lausd.net. The Daily Pass is available to all LA Unified employees, students, and parents and visitors. It can be accessed using a computer, a tablet, or a mobile device. The Daily Pass allows you to schedule your COVID-19 test and get your test results if you do not wish to test here at Knollwood. The Daily Pass provides a daily health check and it generates a unique QR code for each student and staff member for each day and school location. As your family prepares for the school year, this back to school, this is a checklist that can help you. It is important that your child brings a face mask to school every day. We ask that you provide your child with additional face masks by placing them inside a Ziploc bag in case they lose one, or we do have extras in the classroom. So we do have that resource for them as well. Vaccinations for all eligible family members are available through LAUSD. Please sign up to get your parent portal account by visiting the LAUSD website if you have not done so. Practice new routines at home as we get ready for school, like getting dressed on time. Also have your children wear their masks for prolonged periods of time. This can help them get accustomed and used to wearing them for longer periods of time. And don't forget, all students will need a baseline COVID test no more than 2 weeks prior to the start of the school, which is Monday, August 16. You may schedule a COVID-19 test using your child's student ID at dailypass.lausd.net or stop by on Friday, August 13th, this Friday in the auditorium. The testing unit will be testing students between the hours of 8 a.m. and 12 noon and 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. This is your support staff. Of course, I am your principal, Cecilia Salazar. APEIS is Ms. Nicole Boutel. Our SAA, Ms. Downs. Our office technician, Ms. Gina Despinos. Our nurse, Ms. Mira Lee. Our community rep, Ms. Veronica Netter. Our instructional coach, Ms. Jennifer Johnson, and our TSP coordinator, Ms. Stacy Valle. Meet our team, our kinder team, and I know they were presented to you by Ms. Hoffman, but this is our kinder team. These are our amazing teachers in your kinder classrooms. We have an amazing team of inspirational teachers here at Knollwood, all of whom are committed to nurturing and inspiring every child and ensuring each and every one of our students makes exceptional progress. We have Miss Samantha Sosa, Mr. Quevedo, Ms. Hoffman, and Ms. Tamania.
Hello.
News for you, Mr. Young is no longer teaching our kinder core program. It is Ms. Victoria Stefano, one of our new teachers here at Knollwood, will be teaching the core TK kinder first grade classroom. Okay, so this is our kinder instructional day. Instruction in TK and kinder starts at 7:50 a.m. and it ends at 2:18 p.m. on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Tuesdays are early dismissal days. Tuesday dismissal is at 1:14 p.m. These are bank time Tuesdays. It's an opportunity for teachers to meet after school for professional development. So remember, class starts at 7:50, it ends at 2:18. Tuesdays, it ends at 1:14 p.m. Okay, so this is the drop off and pickup procedures. Mornings in the playground, playground supervision begins at 7:30 a.m. each day. That means our gates open at 7:30. We have staff members that will be supervising your children in the playground every morning. Kinder teachers will meet their classes in designated spots on the playground, on the kinder playground at 7:45 a.m. each day. They need to be in class by 7:50 a.m. That is when instruction starts. They walk in a line to their classrooms with the teacher. Drop-off procedures. Our TK kinder parents will walk up and drop off their children at the kinder gate on Gerald Avenue. It'll be a little different the first week, and I will tell you more about it in a minute, just to lower that anxiety. So remember, our TK kinder parents will walk up and drop off their children at the kinder gate on Gerald Avenue. Pickup procedures. At dismissal time, parents will walk onto campus and teachers will match each student either with the grown-up that is bringing him or her home or with the designated after-school provider. Don't forget, please make sure that to keep emergency contact information up to date. Only people on the list are allowed to pick up your child. A written note is not enough. This needs to go through the office before we release your child. This is important because it is for your child's safety. We will not release your child if a neighbor, an uncle, an aunt is picking your child up and they are not on the emergency card. Okay, so this is the a drop-off gate visual. You will park, walk up, and drop off your child at the kinder gate on Gerald Avenue. Personnel will be stationed at the kinder gate for daily pass screening. Now, before I talk about week one, right now, currently, the Department of Water and Power is working on the main water line on Barnstone Street. They will start their day at 8:30 a.m. to allow for a smooth traffic flow in the morning during school drop-off. So you will be able to travel through Barnstone Street in the morning. In the PM, it'll most likely be closed. Hopefully, in a couple of weeks, the job is complete. So as you can see, the yellow highlighted line, that's Gerald Avenue. And we have the kinder gate right before Midwood Drive. Okay, so this is a visual of where you're going to drop off your children. But TK and kinder parents will have the opportunity to walk inside school grounds the first week of school. After the first week of school, you would drop off your children off at the gate. I am sure this is going to give you some comfort All gates do open at 7:30 a.m. Giving you the opportunity to drop off your children and be able to walk inside the kinder gate to the playground the first week of school will give you that comfort knowing that your children will be okay. It is an opportunity to meet and greet your teachers. A lot of the anxiety is in us and our parents. The kids will be just fine, but we do get a little nervous about that. So remember, week 1, you can walk, you will get screened. We will check for the QR code, the daily pass for every child. You will walk to the kinder area. Personnel will be there for guidance. The teacher will pick up your children at 7:45 and take them to the class. After the first week, you will park, walk up, we will scan the QR code, the daily pass, and you will drop off your children. Your child will walk by himself or herself to the line. Personnel will be supervising the playground at all times. So at dismissal time, you will park your car and walk onto campus. Campus gates will open 5 minutes before dismissal bell. Excuse me. Please wait while physically distancing from others. And the teacher will open the door and dismiss students according to who is listed on the emergency card. So you will walk up to your classroom, wait outside the classroom, and the teacher will dismiss the children from the classroom. Extra change of clothes. Please pack an extra change of clothes in a Ziploc bag labeled with your child's name in case of an emergency. Medication. The nurse will administer any and all medication to children. There are no exceptions. Please make sure you send the original bottle with the prescription affixed to it and directions clearly marked along with a completed district request for medication to be taken during school hours form. You can pick that form in the office. Please let the nurse and teacher know of any medications your child is currently taking. Please calendar the following. Our drive-through room assignment and information stations has been scheduled for Wednesday, August 11. Grades 4 and 5 at 9 a.m., grades 2 and 3 at 11 a.m., and for TK Kinder and first grade at 1 p.m. The makeup drive-through has been scheduled for Thursday, August 12 at 9 a.m. PTA, don't forget to join our PTA. PTA helps the school fundraise for field trips, the Y Play, student supplies, technology, and much, much more. Please stay connected. Building a bridge of communication is essential. Please visit our LA Unified website for the most up-to-date information regarding back-to-school preparations. You can visit them at achieve.lausd.net/return FAQ. But please continue to stay connected by visiting our school website. You may also call our office at 818-363-9558. I want to welcome you to Kinder. This is a time to focus on and be grateful for your family safety, your health, and well-being. Make building strong family relationships a priority. Reach out to your neighbors, reach out to friends and others in your community to check in and offer support and connect with one another. We are missing you and cannot wait for our return to our school, a place where we can all be together again, laugh together, play together, and of course, learn together. So now I am going to go ahead and introduce Ms. Vi, our TSP coordinator, with some Title I information for you. I'm going to go ahead and stop my share. Ms. Vi.
I just needed to answer one last question on the in the chat. Somebody was asking if they can drop off both first grader and TK student at the kinder gate, and yes, you may. Okay.
Yes, you may. Ms. Valle, before you start, can I just really quickly introduce our kinder teachers if they're here? You met Ms. Hoffman, Ms. Timanian,
Hello.
Miss Sosa. And I believe I saw Mr. Quevedo. Awesome.
He's the best Dodger fan.
We have a battle going on here.
thank
Okay,
you.
Miss Valle.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Sorry, I'm trying to move from chat controller to presenter, so please have patience with me. Good afternoon. As Mrs. Salazar introduced me already, I am, oops, sorry, wrong one. This is a spring program options meeting. I got the wrong PowerPoint. I apologize for that. Let me escape. Again, I apologize. I was trying to do the chat and this at the same time. Here we go. Back to school orientation. Can everyone see that? Ms. Salazar, does it say back to school orientation?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All
We
right.
can see it.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. All right. So my name is Daisy Gaitan Valle. I'm adding the Gaitan in there because some of documents that go home will say Gaitan. Sometimes I'm on Zoom and the district always has Gaitan because I never change my maiden name. So, but anyways, but I'm Mrs. Valle. Happy to be here. Welcome, welcome. Just a little bit about myself because I know some of you are new to our school. I've been a teacher for 27 years. This is my 7th year as a coordinator. I am a wife and a mother of 2 beautiful boys. One is a junior, started school today, and one is a senior in college. So I'll be going to a graduation later this spring. And I have a huge passion just working with students and parents. Okay. These are some of my duties that I'm listing here, and I'll go over very quickly. Just so you know, I am here for Mrs. Salazar. She is one of the hardest working principals you will ever see at any school that you go to. So my job, aside from these listed duties, is just to try to take off as much of her plate as I can so that she's not losing her marbles and she can stay with us here as long as possible. So one of my duties is EL designee. I deal with English learners, and under that falls the English learner compliance. I deal with instruction, so I try to provide professional development to our teachers of EL students. And actually, I do it for all teachers because they are wonderful teaching strategies. And my Title III coach, which hasn't been assigned to us yet, also helps with that professional development. I am the LPAC coordinator, so I deal with the LPAC assessment. That is an annual assessment that is given to our English learners. Initial assessments will also take place this fall for those incoming students, and I'll tell you how we identify those. I do a lot of progress monitoring. I work very closely with our instructional coach, looking at our students and making sure, especially our English learners, that's my job, is to make sure that they are making progress. And I talk to the teachers, I talk to the parents. What do their grades look like? How are they scoring on their DIBELS exam? How do they do on the LPAC exam? So constantly looking at rosters to make sure that they are achieving as much success as possible. I am an SSPT member. SSPT is a small meeting we hold with the parents and staff to try to see what are the students' strengths, what are the needs of the student, and how can we help move them forward. Anytime there's an EL student, I participate in that meeting to advocate for that student and to make sure the parent is aware of everything that's going on. I am the ELAC facilitator, which is a small committee made up of English learner parents, and we work closely with our school site council, giving recommendations, and our focus is our English learners. I also translate for any Spanish-speaking parents during parent-teacher conferences. I always make myself available to teachers so that they can use my services. Under the Title I umbrella, I'm a Title I advisor. I deal with federal compliance, federal funding, and SPSA budget development that goes directly to our students. What kind of supports do they need? I deal with parent involvement. As I said, I love working with parents. I am actually housed in the parent center that we were able to open a few years ago with Ms. Netter. So that's a fun place for parents to be. I'm hoping that we can get you on campus at some point, but we're waiting for guidance on that. We help plan parent workshops, parent center activities. Ms. Netter, the community rep, and I also support the parent portal. If you need help getting onto your account. We can provide you with PIN numbers and we can Zoom with you or meet with you in person to try to get you registered. I deal with family, for parent and family engagement. We love to see our families involved. We know that attributes to the success of academic achievement in our students if parents are involved. So we plan fun nights, fun evenings of literacy and STEAM nights where we get our teachers involved and we do less structured activities is what you would see in the classroom, but making that homeschool connection. And I also help out with school communications. I help with school emails that go out on Sundays to try to give you updates as to what's taking place that week. I run the school-wide remind, which are quick text messages that go out to parents to remind them of things, or maybe sometimes there's an emergency and we need to get a quick text out that can go out school-wide, and I'll give you more information if you're not signed up just yet. I run the school Instagram account. You'll get information later, and also the Knollwood YouTube channel, which I'm trying to get this morning's presentation on, as well as this afternoon's presentation on there, so you can go back and view it. Okay, so again, these are just some of my duties. I run around like crazy. I wear many hats, but I love it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so part of my EL compliance, I'm going to put on my little English designee, English learner designee hat. There's a presentation, is 2.5 minutes of the program options that are available through LA Unified. The first two that you will see are currently not available at Knollwood. They do exist at other schools, but what we offer are the last two programs.
Hello, parents and guardians of LA Unified students. The Los Angeles Unified School District provides 4 different instructional program options tailored to meet the diverse needs of English learners. As a parent of an English learner, you have the right to choose the instructional program that will best help your child learn the English language and to have academic success. Here's a short introduction. Program 1. In the dual language two-way immersion, English learners and native speakers of English will be in the classroom together. Students learn subjects like math and science in 2 languages. The goal for the students is to achieve bilingualism, biliteracy, and academic proficiency in both languages. Program 2. In the dual language one-way immersion, the classroom is composed of all English learners. Here, the students learn the California content standards in 2 languages. The goal is to achieve bilingualism, biliteracy, and academic proficiency in both languages. Program 3, LEAP, Language and Literacy in English Acceleration Program. Here, all English learners learn the California content standards in English. But in this program, we use specially designed methods for learning English. Nearly all instruction is in English. The student's home language is only used to check for understanding and clarification. The goal is to develop English language proficiency and academic proficiency in all subjects in English. Program 4. The mainstream program is designed for English proficient students and English learners with reasonable fluency, which is determined by a child's score on the English language proficiency assessment. In this program, students learn standards-based academic content in grade-level academic English. English learners who have less than reasonable fluency in English may also participate in this program, but the parent needs to make a written request to the principal. It is important for you, the parent, to know that the most important goal of all these different programs is for students to achieve academic proficiency in English. Additionally, the dual language two-way immersion and the dual language one-way immersion help students achieve academic proficiency in a second language. So, in review, LA Unified offers 1. Dual language two-way immersion program. 2. Dual language one-way immersion program. 3. Language and Literacy English Acceleration Program. 4. Mainstream English Program. If your program option is not presently available at your child's school, or you need more information, please speak with the school's EL designee or principal.
All right. So tomorrow, as you come to the drive-through, I'll be giving all parents, whether you have an English learner, student or not, your yours will be in black and white, a little brochure as to what those programs entail. Okay, and so what is an English learner? An English learner is a student at our elementary school. Either they were born in the US or not, and they speak a second language at home or are exposed to a second language at home. And our goal, as you saw in the video, is to gain that academic proficiency. Okay, so how does your child get identified? Upon registration, when you fill out the home language survey, there are about 4 questions that are asked. Which language did your child learn? Which language do they most frequently speak at home, etc. If anyone answers here something other than English, then that automatically flags that child and they need to be assessed. And this is state policy, state law. So please don't come blaming me for the situation. This is what I need to do out of compliance. So how do we identify that? Well, sometimes they're a full English speaker and I'll interview the child. I'll step into the kindergarten classrooms to get to know the students. Okay, but they might be a possible English learner as well. They take the initial LPAC. Okay, if they do well on the LPAC, which is a very simple test at the beginning, it just asks you reading, listening, speaking, and writing questions, and very minimal in TK and Kinder. They might be identified as initially fluent English proficient, IFEP. They no longer need any supports, and you won't hear anything from me besides the letter that I send you identifying them as an IFEP. Okay, if not, if they don't score too well, again, it could be, in all of our students are developing language, whether they speak a second language at home or not. We know they're coming from the home and they're all doing that. So anyway, in English, if they're identified as an English learner, they receive support. So what kind of supports? They receive 45 to 60 minutes of ELD instruction. Okay, and throughout the day, it's included in their academics. Okay, so this is what your initial LPAC test report would look like once it gets sent home. Okay, for those of you who are wondering, did I fill out that home language survey? Do we speak another language? You know, do I need to prepare my child? These are important LPAC resources for you to have. You go on to lpac.org. You look on the left-hand side, or actually to me, it's my left-hand side, and you look for practice and training tests. Okay, that little button here will take you onto this. You just pick the student interface practice and training test. You choose your grade level and you go on through and you'll see how simple the questions are. They just have to listen to some stories, answer some questions. The speaking, I do ask some questions just to make sure that they're using proper vocabulary. The writing, it might be just writing the initial sound of something, and the reading, same thing. We're looking for initial sounds, and if possible, if they can read CVC words, but that is not weighted for them to receive a passing score. Okay, so the designated ELD, the support that they will receive is a specific time in the day in which ELs learn about how the English language works. Integrated ELD is throughout the day across all the other subjects. And again, it's just great teaching strategies, which all TK and Kinder teachers use. They need visuals. They need TPR, the total physical response. They'll be doing dancing and singing and all sorts of things. So many of these strategies are used on a daily basis, and your students will receive that whether they're an English learner or not. Okay. And again, the purpose of providing this additional support is for the goal of that our students being college and career ready. Okay, I think you heard Ms. Hoffman mention DIBELS. DIBELS is a criteria. If they are classified as English learners, we are looking at their DIBELS scores. Okay, DIBELS stands for Dynamic Indicators of Basic Early Literacy Skills, and we use this assessment as a basic skills assessment to see where our students are as far as their reading is concerned. Okay, so this is something very important to discuss with your teachers, whether they're an English learner or not. You'll be seeing where your students are scoring. We don't want to see them in the reds. We don't want to see them in the yellows. We want to see them in the greens and in the blues. Okay. And the DIBELS assessment consists of phonemic awareness in kindergarten, phonics, kinder through second grade, reading fluency, vocabulary, and reading comprehension. The end goal is reclassification, and this was the criteria of reclassification for our English learners. We're looking at that LPAC. How did they do? Did they score a 4, an overall 4? What does their ELA score on their report card look like? Their English language arts, did they get a 3 or a 4? How do they do in the DIBELS? And then the final step is parent consultation and approval. Once they've met all this criteria, you get a letter from me, signed by Mrs. Salazar. You need to just sign it and return it to our school, and we file it away, and your child is exited from the program. However, we do monitor our reclassified students for 4 years after that. Okay, and it's just important, just as Ms. Hoffman mentioned in her presentation, just keep track of your child's progress, communicate with your teachers, that is key. Ask for additional meetings with the teachers if you have concerns. You don't just have to come for the designated parent-teacher conference scheduled days and times. Request additional meetings. And then I'm always here if they are an English learner, I'm here to discuss next steps with you, and I can meet with the child's teacher as well alongside you, and we can see how we can best help the student reclassify as soon as possible. Okay, so now I'm going to take off my ELD designee hat and put on my Title I hat, a presentation that needs to happen. Again, it's only 2 minutes. It's a short little video about the importance of attendance. Ms. Hoffman mentioned that in her presentation as well. Please remember the implications of your child missing a day or two from school consistently. The district goal is 96%. Please schedule those vacations during off times and doctor's appointments and all of that, because they are really missing out on a lot. So bear with me for 2 minutes. We'll watch this quick video and then we're almost done. Come on. Come on, little video. Oh, sorry. Okay, my video is stuck. Sorry. Played this morning. All right. Well, video's not working. Fine, we'll move forward. Again, it's just discussing the importance of attendance. Really have your students here on a daily basis. They've missed out on a 1.5 years. Well, probably not your students because they're in TK and K, but we want to catch them up to speed. We want to make sure that they're learning and performing at their best. So, you know, kids have their moments, they have their days, but it's so important to get them here on a daily basis. All right. Okay, another Title I item that I need to go over with you is the online meal application. Mrs. Salazar spoke to you about it. It is extremely important that you go on to myschoolapps.com and fill out that online application. Every application counts and it generates funding for us that goes directly towards student support. We've been able to purchase technology such as additional Chromebooks, which we use like crazy over our online period. We have our instructional coach funded through there, and she provides so much support to our teachers, and she oversees intervention in class and after school intervention. We were able to put money aside for a psychiatric social worker 2 days a week. The district is providing additional funding for that, but we had already set aside some money for a mental health expert on our campus, which our students definitely need. Another item that you'll be getting tomorrow during the drive-through is information on how to register for the parent portal. If you need your parent PIN, I'm here. You can email me, Mrs. Netter, or talk to Miss Gina in the front office and she can get you that PIN. Assistance in creating your account or registering for account, contact myself or Ms. Netter, and we will set up a Zoom time or an in-person time where you can come in and we can guide you through the processes. Sometimes it's a little difficult, but being on the parent portal is extremely important. It monitors your child's progress, the attendance, grades, and assignments. Your emergency contact information is on there. Information for English learners. If you have a child in special ed, your IEP information is on there as well. So it is a very important resource to have and to be connected to. Okay, I spoke about the school-wide remind. If you haven't yet joined, I urge you to get on. You send a text to this number, 81010, with the message @NoelWu, and you'll be signed up for our school-wide remind and be receiving our weekly messages on Sunday evenings, and then any other important reminders that go out throughout the week. We try to send you a quick little text through there. Another location where you can find some of our updates is on our Instagram. Okay, it's Knollwood_Nights, and you'll, we try to keep that up to date with any postings that need to go out. We have our school website. It has a very lengthy name, but if you go onto Google and you type in Knollwood Preparatory Academy and you see that little school loop, that's our website. So we have quick updates on there. We have quick links, your daily pass that you'll be generating every single day will be on there. So you can click that to generate that. The online meal application is there. Emergency card information, the new calendars on there. And I know it's cut off because of the photo, but the school supply lists are posted there as well. Okay, we also have our YouTube channel, which I'm hoping to get the morning's orientation and this afternoon's orientation on there as well. Mrs. Salazar's latest video on back to school preparations that she put out a couple of weeks ago is on there. We use this channel to post videos. When we were working online, we were having weekly assemblies posted on there, and it's a lot of fun for the kids to see each other because they were able to send in pictures, and we created fun little slideshows on there for them to see and connect with each other. Okay. So again, my name is Daisy Gaitan Valle. Call me Mrs. Valle, call me Daisy. I am your TSP Title I coordinator. This is my email address. Please feel free to reach out. I am here to serve you in any way I can. Okay. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone.
Ms. Valle, I was answering some of the questions about the LPAC. I think I kind of know it, but if you want to check just to make sure that, but I think the information was pretty good, but just please check. I want to make sure I was helpful. I know.
Okay, I'll go back and look at the chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Valle. Thank you for presenting for us. This concludes our orientation. I know Ms. Valle is going back to the chat. Ms. Valle, do you think we have any pending questions that we need to answer?
Hi, yes, I have a quick question.
Yes, of
We're
course.
new to the school and I already have a son in another public school and I already got my application through the Unified School and I already have him as a student. But I went ahead and tried to add the new student and I haven't been able to. And I already got my ID, her ID and my PIN. So, but I haven't been able to add her. I don't
You
know.
mean to the daily pass?
No, through the website, through the LAUSD.
So you're going to the LAUSD website and you're trying to add your child to what exactly?
It says add a student.
To the parent portal?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So do you have is it requesting that you have a PIN number? I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. Do you have your PIN information already?
I do, yes. I want to pick it up and I think Mrs. Gina
Okay.
gave me the little paper with the parent ID and the, I'm sorry, the child's ID and my PIN.
And your PIN.
No. But I tried to add her and I couldn't.
You couldn't.
I don't know.
Okay. If you, I know the parent portal is going to be a little bit of an issue and sometimes it does glitch. If possible, if you guys are okay, I would like to open up some sessions, either in person or in Zoom, so we can work through that together and get you.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll be,
But
look out on the website or on our Instagram as well. And if you're on our Remind, look out for days and times and so that I can make myself available to the parents.
okay. Okay, perfect.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you, Ms. Valle. She's a wonderful resource here at Knollwood, so please, do take advantage. She will be offering some sessions and she will be able to work with you one-on-one to get through these glitches in our systems to get you connected. Okay. Any other questions before we end our orientation?
I have one question. I think it probably was brought up into the chat, but where do we take this survey to see if my child needs to take an LPAC?
Oh, that The survey actually comes with your registration forms. So you've already filled out your registration forms. And Ms. Gina, what she does is give me a copy of any child who has another language listed other than English. And that's how we know. So you don't get the survey now. You've already turned it in when you registered your child.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Ms. Salazar,
Yes, Mr.
no.
Meadow.
hello, and thank you to all the parents who are here today. Just to, parents, just make sure that, again, in kindergarten, we're starting 10 minutes earlier than the regular 1st through 5th grade time. So please make sure that the kids are there on time. Please, it really helps not only us, but it also helps with parking. So you can drop off your child, they'll be set, and then you can leave, and then we won't have a big traffic jam. And also, parents, please, please, please do not park and block the driveway of our neighbors. Okay, that's why we're getting there 10 minutes early. So please, that's one of the things that we go out there, and then some of the parents get upset. I mean, some of the neighbors get upset and start yelling across the street and the whole thing. So please help us out and get there on time with your child. When school starts at 7:50, parents. I really would appreciate. I think all kinders would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, we do love our neighbors. They're good to us. They supervise, they take care of our school. So if we can just be polite and do not block their driveways, do not move their trash cans to park. There's plenty of parking. You might have to walk a little longer, but it's okay. It's for the safety of our children and common courtesy to our neighbors.
Ms. Salazar, I also have a question. I don't know if anyone else is raising their hand. Did we say if we are allowed to have parent volunteers in the classroom or no?
We are still waiting on specific guidelines from the district. Yes.
Got it. Okay. Because, Kinder, we love those volunteers.
Yes, we love our volunteers. Can't wait to have you back. But yeah, we're waiting for specific district guidelines on volunteers.
Okay, perfect.
Ms. Salazar, sorry, I'm actually logged into Parent Portal and I have it for one of my children already. I was just wondering how you add another student because it's asking for the student ID and the PIN and all that, and I don't have that for my kindergarten.
Yeah. Out a message at some point so that we can get you on next, over the next couple of weeks during school. Sometimes what happens to kindergartners are not active in the system until day 1 of school. So it might be an issue and they might be locked out for now or disabled. So we'll try again the first couple of weeks of school. I will send out sessions where you can zoom in with me and we can try to figure it out. Okay.
Do continue trying, like Ms. Valle did mention to you, a lot of the time it's because they're not in the system yet. They're considered LAUSD students as of day 1, and day 1 is August 16. So it might be a glitch in the system, but continue trying. If not, look out for the Zoom sessions, one-on-one Zoom sessions that Ms. Valle will be hosting to support your needs in trying to connect with the parent portal. And we're here for assistance. You can always call the office too. And Ms. Gina can, if she has the time to support you and offer you and walk you through, that is another resource.
Ms. Salazar, question. I have my sons, but for everybody else, tomorrow at the drive-thru, will we be getting the QR code?
No, the QR code is obtained through the Daily Pass. You have to connect with the Daily Pass. So if you go on dailypass.lausd.net, answer the questions, you are going to be able to create your own account with and log in your child. And every morning you will have to log into the Daily Pass, answer the questions. That will generate you a unique QR code for that day. There is a tutorial uploaded on our website on how to connect to the Daily Pass that will walk you through. So go onto our website, look for that tutorial, but you do need to create an account with dailypass.lausd.net. Every morning, you will have to log in. You can upload and create an app on your phone. You click on it, you answer the questions, you log in, you answer the questions, and that Daily Pass, that app that has been uploaded on your phone or any device will give you or grant you a QR code every day, every morning. After you get into a rhythm of things, it's very fast. It takes 1-2 minutes at first, then it gets faster. But remember, every morning that will give you a QR code for that day. And then what personnel at the gate is going to do, we are going to scan that QR code. The scanner will let us know whether the child is allowed or disallowed on campus. What does that mean? That means that the child has been testing weekly and there is a negative COVID baseline, and that gives you a pass to school grounds. But there is a tutorial on the website. I hope that makes sense.
I have a question. So I just want to make sure that the time that the students are going to be in school is from 7:50 to 2:18 every day except Tuesday at 1:14 dismissal.
Correct.
And then
Yes.
my other question is, I'm so sorry. So you had said that the parents are going to be allowed to drop off their children in the playground area. So will the teachers be letting us know where exactly they're going to be lining up tomorrow, or how is
for 1 week, that's the grace period. We will allow our kinder and our TK families to walk in onto school grounds with their children. We have supervision. I will be there on that Monday morning. We will be guiding you. It's going to be very evident where the lineup areas are. The lineup areas are in the kinder yard. We will be guiding you. Once you're in line, your teacher, your kinder teacher will come out and take the kids back to the classroom. So there's going to be plenty of guidance for you. We won't leave you alone. We promise.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Ms. Salzer, sorry. For the COVID testing, it says we need a student ID, but we don't have that for our kid. So where can we get that, or do we have to call them separately?
Ms. Valle, do you,
If she calls the front office, Ms. Gina can give them that information because they should have been generated by now.
okay, so go ahead and contact the office at 818-363-9558. Ask for Ms. Gina, and she can help you with that. She will go ahead and give you the child's ID.
Okay, and then another question. What time do we come for the drive-through tomorrow?
Tomorrow for kinder, is it 1 p.m. as well? TK kinder and first grade, I believe, is 1 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, 1 p.m.
Yes, 1 p.m. TKK is 1 p.m.
Ms. Salazar, for the children who received in the summer that they don't need to resubmit a meal application, I know tomorrow there's going to be another one distributed. So do we have to fill it out again just in case if income has changed, or just leave it as is?
You know what? I would probably just go ahead and resubmit in case income did change. You can go, it's in the parent portal. You can go online. It's also available in the LAUSD website. And I believe there's a link in our website as well. You can go ahead and resubmit online. Again, every child this 21-22 school year qualifies for breakfast, supper, and a lunch. for free, no charge. The reason why we are requesting that our families turn in a meal application is because that will determine 22-23 school funding. And also, you might qualify for additional EBT cards that are going to be given to our families by LAUSD. So yes, I would resubmit.
Indeed.
And I believe it's still one per family,
Yes.
right? Yes, one per family. Any other questions? Going once. Remember, we're always available. You can always call us with your inquiries, with your concerns. Visit our website for updated information. I will continue sending out our connected messages every Sunday evening to keep you updated, to keep you posted, to remind you of any specific events. We're hoping that our back to school night is in person. I mean, you are able to meet your teachers then as well. You know, I want to, I am a direct service to your child. I am also a mother of two. I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. So I do share with you the same anxieties, the same concerns, and the same headaches. But just know that the safety of your children and their well-being is our top priority. You know, we will do what's in our hands to keep them safe at all times. We will continue to keep you updated. I can't wait to meet your children. I can't wait to meet you as we open the doors to in-person instruction. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for your understanding. And I will see you tomorrow, or I will see you on Monday. Okay? Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.